Chapter 51 Xiaobai returns. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The first person is shopkeeper Yang, who defeated the hammer dwarf with just one move. Wei Xiaoting's tone was full of yearning. Oh, he defeated the hammer dwarf with just one move. It turned out to be shopkeeper Yang. I should have thought of it earlier. Zhao Jingji and others cast their admiring eyes on Yang Feng again. Yang Feng looked at them with a cool expression, as if saying, "Isn't this a very normal thing?" However, after a short moment, those who had not yet entered the trial's secret realm also entered the trial's secret realm according to their numbers. Time is as plain as water, and often passes inadvertently. Now it is already evening. The sky is full of dark clouds at this time, and it may rain heavily at any time. There is no one in the store anymore, and it is past the business hours for the store to come and go. Boom! A flash of lightning streaked across the sky, followed by a booming thunder sound, and thunder flashed continuously in the dark clouds in the sky. Walala! Dense raindrops fell on the grass, making a series of rustling sounds. It's raining. This should be the first rain in this strange world. I just don't know if it will come later than last year. Yang Feng sat on the chair in the rest area, with a pot of tea on the coffee table, listening to the rain outside and muttering softly. Yang Feng got up and stood at the door, concentrating. In the distance, the newly built and under construction houses were hazy and smoky in the heavy rain. Like a mirage, Tianbo Lake was full of crystal bubbles, like flowers, glittering, as if countless fish floated to the surface, blinking their eyes together, accompanied by rustling sounds. The wind suddenly rose, the black clouds rolled, the rain was heavy, the branches swayed, the flowers and plants tilted, but at this moment, the lake was not startled, not chasing the wind, nor chasing the waves. The surface was angry, wrinkled with layers of ripples, and it was even more unfathomable. Hey! That sound! Yang Feng turned his head to look at the sound that just appeared, and his mouth curled up. He saw a familiar figure and voice appear in the fantasy moon demon forest on the right. Master, I'm back. Xiaobai, who was the size of a kitten, ran in the heavy rain. There was a faint light around Xiaobai, blocking the pearl-sized raindrops outside. Hey, this Xiaobai really brought back a tiger, and even an eagle. Behind Xiaobai, followed a big tiger, which held a black bear monster in its mouth, and an eagle was flying in the sky. Xiaobai's eyes were full of joy, and he ran towards Yang Feng with his little butt sticking out. In the blink of an eye, he arrived in front of the store. The big tiger and eagle behind him also followed to the front of the store. Hey, Xiaobai, not bad, is the matter done? Yang Feng asked with a happy face. Yes, master, but I was delayed for a while in the tiger tribe. Xiaobai felt a little ashamed that he didn't come back immediately and made his master worry. Yang Feng looked at the big tiger behind him. Well, not bad, remember what I told you about the tiger guarding the door, come in first. Yang Feng walked into the shop, and Xiaobai also led the tiger and the eagle into the shop. Yes, master, Xiaobai dare not forget the master's order. Master, let me introduce you. Xiaobai introduced Yang Feng after entering the shop. Master, this is our fantasy moon demon forest guardian, Silver Emperor Sky Falcon. It was he who taught me the secret method of life and death shield that helped me escape the disaster. Xiaobai pointed at the Silver Emperor Sky Falcon and introduced it. Oh, nice to meet you. I don't know what to call you. Yang Feng greeted the Silver Emperor Sky Falcon, but why was the Silver Emperor Sky Falcon so dumb? After entering the shop, the Silver Emperor Sky Falcon was stunned. The spiritual energy of this shop was really as abundant as Xiaobai said, no worse than the holy land of Fantasy Moon Demon Forest, and the space of this shop was indeed different from the outside. Xiaobai said that this shopkeeper Yang called this space folding. The situation in this holy land is similar, but the holy land was preserved in ancient times. This shopkeeper Yang actually has the ability of space folding. What on earth is he? Just when the Silver Emperor Falcon was extremely shocked, Yang Feng suddenly greeted him, and he was stunned for a moment. Fortunately, he reacted quickly, changed the body into a semi-human state. Human realm monsters can speak. Xian realm monsters can change size, and Tian realm monsters can change into semi-human walks, that is, stand upright like humans, and have the same body shape as humans. Sir, you call me Falcon Xiaoqi. I am the seventh child in my family, so my father gave me this name. Oh, Xiaoqi, thank you for teaching me Xiaobai's secret method, otherwise I would not have met Xiaobai. Ah. Sir, how can I be worthy of your gratitude? The first time I saw Xiaobai, I thought he had a promising future and must have great luck. In order to give him an extra trump card to save his life, I taught him the secret method. Even if Xiaobai didn't have my secret method, he would definitely be blessed by heaven. A supreme being like you would help Xiaobai escape danger until he met you. Falcon Xiaoqi's little sharp mouth flattered Yang Feng and Xiaobai invisibly, and Yang Feng and Xiaobai said they were very pleased. Haha, Xiaoqi, I like to hear this, haha. Yang Feng gave Falcon Xiaoqi an approving expression. Of course I should. Falcon Xiaoqi smiled extremely flatteringly. Xiaobai nodded secretly in his heart when he saw the Silver Emperor Falcon coming up. He could give him some benefits in the future. Master, this is Hu Tian, the one who came to look for me last time. He has a phantom physique and can transform into trees, flowers, stones and other things. He is good at guarding the gate and keeping watch. Oh, so that's right, it's good, it's worth cultivating. Yang Feng heard of such a monster for the first time, but it was indeed a good hand at guarding the door and keeping sentry. No one would have thought that a tree, a plant, a stone, would be transformed from a tiger. Is this the clan leader? But on the surface, there is nothing different from other humans. However, this place is really good, the spiritual energy is so dense, it should be very fast to practice here, no wonder the clan leader practiced to the heavenly realm so quickly. Hu Tian looked at Yang Feng curiously. When Xiaobai introduced Hu Tian shrank his body to the size of a cat. Huh, Xiaobai, you still understand me. I know that there is no meat at home now. When you return today, the master will cook a big meal for you. By the way, Xiaobai, go to the newly built house over there and ask Zhao Jingji and his wife to come and have dinner together. It's a pity for the Wei and Zhao families. They are all back to Tianfeng City tonight and they won't have that good taste. Yang Feng pointed to Xiaobai in a direction and instructed him. After all, it's better to share happiness with others than to enjoy it alone. This old baby also said that he would guard the door and grow vegetables for himself. After instructing Xiaobai, Yang Feng took the black bear's body and returned to the kitchen. He skinned it, removed its tendons, removed its bones, and processed its internal organs. Finally, he found a goose egg-shaped crystal in its head. It was a luminous green crystal. This must be the magic core. A green magic core. It's a mysterious realm beast. Let's see what the difference is between the meat of a mysterious realm beast and a fierce beast. The beasts Xiaobai had caught before were basically wild beasts or fierce beasts. Now he wanted to taste the difference between the meat of a high-level beast and a low-level beast. Chapter 52 This is Life. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The sky gradually darkened, the dark clouds dissipated, the heavy rain stopped, and the sunset was burning the last afterglow. Zhao Jingji held his wife Li Shuning's hand and watched the sunset at Tianbo Lake, talking about the past. At this time, Xiaobai suddenly appeared in front of them. Zhao Jingji was stunned for a moment, then his eyes widened, pointing at Xiaobai and said in disbelief, how could it be possible, that he couldn't even sense Xiaobai's existence? But he was clearly in front of him. There was only one explanation. Xiaobai was a realm higher than him and entered the heavenly realm of magic beasts. Not long ago, you were still in the mysterious realm, how come you are in the heavenly realm now? There is nothing impossible with the master, you don't have to be too surprised. By the way, the master asked me to call you over to have dinner together. Xiaobai didn't care. Following such a powerful master, even if he became an immortal or a Buddha now, his heart would not be affected. After talking to Zhao Jingji, he disappeared in front of the couple again. Jingji, you said this is a heavenly realm beast? Li Xiaoning asked uncertainly. Has the Tianchen Continent changed so much in the more than 100 years since she was unconscious? Are the heavenly realm beasts also active? It can't be wrong. According to what he said just now, it is undoubtedly the heavenly realm. He is the magic pet of shopkeeper Yang. He was only in the mysterious realm some time ago, but he broke through to the heavenly realm after a few days. I don't know what method shopkeeper Yang used. Alas, shopkeeper Yang is getting more and more unclear. The longer I know him, the more I understand him. The more I can't see through him, the more mysterious he is, and the more powerful he is. Looking at Li Xiaoning's confused eyes, Zhao Jingji put his arm around her shoulders and said, "Hey, we don't have to think about these. I told you that shopkeeper Yang's cooking skills are simply." Zhao Jingji told Li Xiaoning about the food he had made in the store last time with a somewhat excited tone. As soon as Zhao Jingji and his wife entered the store, they felt a domineering and majestic terrifying atmosphere. This is another heavenly realm beast. Zhao Jingji and his wife were stunned. Shopkeeper Yang actually had a heavenly realm beast here. Looking at the place where the terrifying breath came from, it's you, Senior Silver Emperor Falcon. Zhao Jingji recognized who the demon beast that emitted this terrifying breath was. 30 years ago, he went deep into the depths of the fantasy moon demon forest to find a 1,000-year-old holy medicine. At that time, the Beast King was in seclusion. He used the secret method of hiding his own breath to avoid the elders such as Shi Kuangli. At this time, Silver Emperor Falcon, who claimed to be the guardian of the fantasy moon demon forest, found him and subdued him. Silver Emperor Falcon asked him what his purpose was in coming here. Zhao Jingji told him that his wife had been poisoned and unconscious for nearly 100 years. Some time ago, an ancient book recorded that there was a 1,000-year-old holy medicine in the depths of the fantasy moon demon forest that could cure all poisons in the world, so he ventured in to look for it. Silver Emperor Falcon was also moved by his feelings and let him go, and gave him the holy medicine. Haha. Not bad, you have made a breakthrough in your cultivation compared to 30 years ago. Is she your wife? Seeing Zhao Zhijing looked familiar, Yinhuang Tianxuan remembered the incident 30 years ago and released his breath to see if this person still remembered him. That's right. Thanks to the elixir from Yang's shop, the toxins in Xiao Ning's body were cured. Zhao Zhijing once again thanks Senior Yinhuang Tianxuan for the gift of medicine. Xiaoning also thanks Senior Yinhuang Tianxuan for the gift of medicine. Zhao Jingji and his wife gave Falcon Xiaoqi a big gift. There's no need to be like that. I was also moved by the feelings you mentioned. Such an interesting thing happened during my retreat. Xiaobai muttered as he listened to their chat. Kitchen, Yang Feng made 6 dishes and 1 soup with black bear meat and fried a green vegetable picked from the vegetable field. Hey, it's time to eat, it's time to eat. Yang Feng came out of the kitchen with dishes in his hands. Li Xiaoning also went to help serve the dishes. After he entered the kitchen, he sighed that the kitchen of shopkeeper Yang was really unique. He couldn't understand anything in it. On the dining table, 5 steaming dishes and 1 soup were already placed, exuding an extremely tempting aroma. Okay, the food is ready, everyone come and sit down. Yang Feng invited everyone to sit down and eat. Thank you, Sir Falcon Xiaoqi bowed respectfully to Yang Feng and then sat down. Zhao Jingji and his wife also expressed their gratitude to Yang Feng. Everyone looked at the food on the table with eager expressions. Not only was it delicious, but the surface of the monster meat had spiritual power flowing. When cooking, the spiritual power in the monster meat was actually preserved. Shopkeeper Yang's cooking skills were really superb. Don't just look at it stupidly, come and eat. After saying that, he picked up the bowl and chopsticks and picked up a piece of meat and ate it. Zhao Jingji put a piece of braised pork in Li Xiaoning's bowl. Looking at the crystal clear braised pork in the bowl, it seemed as if there was a magic telling her to eat it quickly. Li Xiaoning picked up the braised pork and put it to her mouth, and bit it at an amazing speed. The braised pork melted in her mouth, turning into a warm and huge spiritual power that spread throughout her body. In just a few breaths, Li Xuning felt that the little spiritual power left in her body gradually boiled up, as if it was ignited by a flame, and she cheered and jumped for joy. Bang! That the spiritual power exploded in her body and broke through. Breakthrough now. Li Xuning, who was also in the martial king realm at the beginning, fell from the martial king realm to the 5th level of the martial master after more than 100 years, but just after eating such a piece of braised pork, she broke through from the 5th level of the martial master to the 6th level of the martial master. Li Xuning was stunned. Fortunately, Zhao Jingji next to her reminded her, "This is the meat of the mysterious beast. Shopkeeper Yang perfectly preserved the spiritual power in the meat, so you can break through. The spiritual power of this vegetable is more pure than the meat of this beast." Zhao Jingji said while picking up vegetables for Li Xuning. Yang Feng saw it, but he was furious. This damn old man Zhao was showing off his love all the time. He was already over 100 years old, but he was not ashamed at all, and this system, others can break through by eating a piece of meat casually, while you have to work hard to complete the task to improve your cultivation. It is not humane at all. Yang Feng himself didn't think about it. If you take all the benefits, how can others live? Xiaobai, Yinhuang Tianchuan, Hu Tian and others had no thoughts and were concentrating on eating their own food. Xiaobai worked left and right, stuffing his mouth full. Hu Tian was eating food with tears streaming down his face. "Oh my God, this is so delicious, that it was the first time I ate such delicious food. Thinking about being a doorkeeper for the clan leader's master in the future, I could eat such food every day. Just thinking about it, I shed tears of happiness." Silver Emperor Falcon also thought to himself, "What did I eat before? This is delicious food, this is life. It's a pity that I can't stay here for a long time, otherwise it would be nice to be a doorkeeper for Yang like Tiger every day. Practicing here and eating such delicious food, my God. This is life. But I have to come to visit often in the future." Chapter 53, Inspiring and Urging People to Pee. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After having their fill of wine and food, Zhao Jingji and his wife said goodbye and left with great gratitude, stroking their bulging bellies. Silver Emperor Sky Falcon was also reluctant to leave, saying that he would come to visit often in the future. Yang Feng said that he could come here every day. After all, this is a shop. Yang Feng applied for a membership card for Hu Tian and recharged the membership card with gold coins. Let's use it as his salary as a janitor. Shopkeeper Yang is not a capitalist exploiting labor. If Hu Tian is not Yang Feng's magic pet, he will not have the benefits provided by the store, and he will not be able to use some things in the store for free. The next day, morning, Yang Feng got up from the bed. In the secret trial realm last night, he could use his senses to avoid several attacks from the Silver Hammer Dwarf, and his progress was very obvious. After a simple wash, I made breakfast for Xiaobai and Hu Tian. After eating, I opened the store door and started the business day. Fuck, what's going on? About 50 meters away from the store, there were rows of more than 300 young people dressed in neat clothes. When Wei Batian and others saw Yang Feng open the store door, they immediately came over to explain the situation. Shopkeeper Yang, it's like this. Today is the day when Tianfeng City goes to Tianzhu Mansion to participate in the Qingxiu martial arts qualifiers. We discussed it and hope that Shopkeeper Yang can give some motivational words to us young people who are going to compete. Oh, is this appropriate? Yang Feng asked, what does Fengcheng's participation in the martial arts preliminaries have to do with me? That's it, Shopkeeper Yang. There are many children here who are improving their cultivation level in your shop. They also admire you extremely. I hope you will participate in the Qingxiu martial arts preliminary tournament during their expedition this time. Before, motivate them. If you are not suitable, then there will be no suitable person in the world. Wei Batian vowed that if an unfathomable master like Shopkeeper Yang is not suitable, then who is? A few words from people like Shopkeeper Yang can become the most valuable asset for these children in their lives. Okay, then I will say a few words. If I say something bad, you can't blame me. This was the first time Yang Feng faced such a scene, and he didn't know what to say. Slowly walked towards the team, thinking slowly, stopping 5 meters away from the team, he knew what he was going to say. He slowly left his feet off the ground and stood about 3 meters above the ground, so that he could see these teenagers clearly and also let these teenagers see. Know yourself, looking at these youthful young people who may or may not be familiar with each other, they all have resolute faces, firm eyes, and a rainbow of momentum. Looking at your expressions, you have the aura that you will never pay Lulan back until you break him. Yang Feng. The first sentence confused them. If Lulan is not broken, he will never return it. What does this mean? Is this poetry? Although I don't understand it, it feels so powerful. Do you think that if you work hard, you will get closer and closer to your goal, and one day you will achieve it? You are wrong. When you work harder, even if you work until death, you finally realize how important talent is. Do you still want to work hard at this time? What? This. What does shopkeeper Yang mean by this? Everyone was even more confused. Yang Feng's next words made this group of children who had never been severely beaten by society almost collapse. Some people always say that genius is made up of 99 points of sweat plus that 1 point of talent, but you have heard that it is the lack of that 1 point of talent that is the most important. At this time, some people will say that if you don't work hard, how will you know it's not working? Yes, you don't know if you don't work hard, but after you work hard, you will discover what despair is. Grandpa, is this good for shopkeeper Yang? This. Wei Xiaoting was dumbfounded. I think shopkeeper Yang must have a deep meaning when he says this. Wei Badian believed that shopkeeper Yang must have a meaning when he said this. Don't be sad at this time. You may find tomorrow that it's not as good as yesterday, therefore, the rivers and lakes are dangerous. If it doesn't work, we will retreat and leave the green hills behind. We are not afraid of running out of firewood. After Yang Feng finished speaking. Looking at these young people, the youngest is 15, the oldest is 6, 24 or 5 years old, they are in a happy mood. Hey, are you confused? This is the effect you want. You don't have to listen to what I said above. However, I hope you can listen to what I say below. Yang Feng's expression became serious and he looked at them solemnly. It's coming, it's coming. Keep your ears open, for fear of missing a word. The wisdom of young people will make the country wise, the richness of young people will make the country rich, the strong young people will make the country strong, the independent young people will make the country independent, the young people will be free, and the country will be free, the young people will make progress, and the country will progress, the young people will be strong in the sky, and the country will be strong in the sky. When the red sun rises, its path shines brightly. The river flows out and flows into the ocean. The hidden dragon soared into the abyss, its scales and claws flying. The tiger roars in the valley, and all the beasts are frightened. The falcon tests its wings, and the wind and dust spread. The first birth of a strange flower is so beautiful. The cadres have hair and their awns are shining. The sky wears its green color, and the earth wears its yellow color. Even through the ages, there will be 8 desolations. The future is like an ocean and the days ahead are long. How beautiful is my young man Tianchen, who is as immortal as the sky. How majestic I am, a young man from the Qin dynasty, who has no borders with my country. Yang Feng talked about a short paragraph from Chinese youth stories, and slightly deleted and modified it. Seeing everyone's shocked faces, Yang Feng was so happy. There was once a push ant, no, there was once a teacher Zhang Yi who quoted this Chinese boy at a party, saying that he was so awesome that he pretended to be a boss. After Yang Feng finished this passionate and urinary-inducing speech, he walked back to the store. This chapter is not over yet, please click the next page to continue reading. Master, Xiaobai didn't understand what you just said, but it felt very powerful. The master of the clan leader is really unfathomable. I can't understand what he said, but just like the clan leader said, it feels so powerful. Xiaobai and Hu Tiantian. They followed Yang Feng happily, with admiration on their faces. Haha, today the master will teach you an idiom, Mingming Jueli, which means, although I don't understand what you are saying, it seems very powerful. The master is the master and knows a lot. Xiaobai flattered him. You are worthy of being the master of the clan leader. You are really knowledgeable. Only people like you can make the clan leader follow you. Hu Tian flattered the two. It was not until Yang Feng walked into the store that these people woke up from the shock. At this time, no one spoke, with a shocked expression on their faces, and everyone present looked at the direction of the store quietly with incomparable admiration. What a beautiful young man Tianchen, who will never grow old with the sky. What a magnificent young man Tianchen, who will never grow old with the country. Shopkeeper Yang is indeed a great man, with such sentiments. I must spread this message to every corner of the Tianchen Empire. After saying this, he bowed deeply in the direction of the store. As the city lord, Zhao Shifeng decided to report this matter to the Lord of Chu Palace when he went to the Tianzhu Palace this time, so that shopkeeper Yang's words would be spread by the Tianzhu Palace. The team that was going to participate in the Qingxiu Martial Arts Association preliminaries set off, led by Wei Badian and the city lord Zhao Shifeng, and set off in a mighty manner towards the Tianzhu Palace. When they returned, they were greeted by the cheers of the entire Tianfeng city. Chapter 54. They are all big guys. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yang Feng and Xiaobai entered the store, while Hu Tian lay outside the store door and acted as a guard tiger. No one would have thought that the little tiger guarding the door would be a magical beast from the mysterious realm. After seeing off the young people attending the Qingxiu Martial Arts Conference, these people also lined up to enter the store. Shopkeeper Yang, where did the little tiger at the door come from? It's so cute. Some people who didn't know Xiaobai's existence asked. People who know Xiaobai will not ask this question. Xiaobai must have brought it back. I haven't seen Xiaobai in the past few days. When I saw Xiaobai today, there was another tiger. It must be related to Xiaobai. Yang Feng, oh, Xiaobai brought this from home for the janitor. Shopkeeper Yang, is such a young tiger just born? Can he guard the door? Asked a mercenary. I think I should be able to do the job of janitor. Suddenly a voice came from the door. Everyone turned around and saw that there was no one there. There was only a little tiger there. The little tiger raised its head and looked at everyone. Ah! No, it can't be. The person who just spoke is. Everyone was dumbfounded, it was so scary. This is, at least, a human realm monster. How terrible. Did you see, that one is more awesome. Chen Liuzhong pointed at Xiaobai lying on the counter. Gulu. These people who didn't know Xiaobai's existence swallowed their saliva. The most awesome one is shopkeeper Yang. Ma Ziyuan said next to him. Tian, you are trying to steal my position as the doorkeeper for shopkeeper Yang. At this time, Zhao Jingji's voice came from the door. Who is this? Dare to talk like this to at least a human-level monster. Another person who did not know Zhao Jingji said. Before anyone could answer him, he heard Tiantian's voice. Senior, I can do this job better. You can also grow vegetables for the shopkeeper. What? The old man actually wants to look after shopkeeper Yang and grow vegetables. Anyone who knows Zhao Jingji's identity is stupid. Those who don't know are even more confused. No one can take this kind of vegetable work away from you. Your hands are made for growing vegetables. Zhao Jingji laughed and stretched out his calloused hands. Everyone, sir, do you know this is the end of your words? Only Li Xiaoning looked at Zhao Jingji's calloused hands and felt heartbroken. Songming, my cabin is busy. Zhao Jingji came in and saw Zhao Songming and Wei Xiaoting and said. Zhao Songming quickly explained, Senior Zhao, almost all the materials have been transported from Tianfeng City, and they can be built for you tomorrow. Senior Zhao, Mrs. Zhao, come over here and sit down. Wei Xiaoting came over and asked Zhao Jingji and Li Xiaoning to sit on the chairs in the rest area. I've told you so many times, just call me Mr. Zhao, not Senior. If you call me senior, I won't sit down. I want to dig up the ground and expand the vegetable patch. Xiaoning, you go and sit down. Let's go down first. No, I'll sow the seeds and water them for you. That when Yang Feng heard this, he picked up the deck chair and walked out of the store to bask in the sun. I'm not ashamed of myself. Old and dishonest. Spread dog food randomly. Did I watch the old couple carrying tools and spiritual water go to the store? Everyone was complaining like crazy. But the person at the door called the old man senior, and he seemed to be a boss-level figure. Shopkeeper Yang is worthy of being a powerful person. Look, his subordinates are all big guys. Old City Master, Master Wei, who are these two? Those who did not know Zhao Jingji asked curiously. Do you think this one looks a bit like the one in the city square? Zhao Songming didn't say who it was, but just mentioned them. Ah! Oh my God, it's him. How could? Everyone was shocked when the two images overlapped. It turns out that this person is Zhao Jingji of Kanglan Tianzong, who saved Tianfeng City, Zhao's great benefactor. But compare the image of the hero who saved Tianfeng City with the image of this person just now. I can't bear to look at it. At Tianhua Lake, a person pointed Yuan Leiyuan to the store and said something. Senior brother, junior sister, look at the store in front of you that the mercenary mentioned. By fate, this is it. A young man in green clothes pointed at the store and said. The man and woman next to him looked where he pointed. Sure enough, there was a shop with Yuanla hanging by the lake. There was a young man lying on a strange chair at the door of the shop. Not far from the shop there were two old men plowing the ground there, but they ignored them. Those who dare to open a store here are definitely not just ordinary people. We must treat them with caution later. Well, okay, just do as you say, senior brother, that these three people are disciples of Zaidan Xuanzong. The senior brother is Qin Yongfei, the junior brother is Jing Xinzhou, and the junior sister is Wang Wenfang. The three of them were looking for the medicinal materials that their master needed in Huanyue Demon Forest. They accidentally saw a group of mercenaries fighting a group of monsters. The seriously injured mercenaries took out a porcelain bottle, poured out something and drank it. The injury healed immediately. Zaidan Xuanzong is a sect that is good at alchemy. It can be seen from the name of the sect that they have been exposed to elixirs since they were young. Although they are not alchemists, their master is. They also have elixirs on them to treat injuries, but they don't have this effect. What exactly is this thing that can make your injuries recover immediately after taking it? In order to find out what it was, the three of them also joined the battle and helped the mercenaries to destroy these monsters. This chapter is not over yet. Please click on the next page to continue reading the exciting content. Under their questioning, they claimed to be from the Lotus mercenary group of Tianfeng City. They took a pill called Rejuvenation Pill, which can immediately recover from non-fatal injuries. The pills were bought in a shop called Yuanlai Wangku next to Tianhua Lake. In the end, in order to thank them, they also gave them a few rejuvenation pills and chi recovery pills. After the three of them waited for the Lotus mercenary group to leave, they tested the efficacy of the pills. After the test, the three of them were shocked. There are such effective pills in the world. It is really unheard of and unseen, so the three of them followed the direction of the Lotus mercenary group to find them. They came here with some bad thoughts. If there is no power behind this shop, Sun Ernyang only told them the location of the shop, but did not tell them some information about the shop. She did not expect that the three of them would have such thoughts. The three of them walked to the door of the shop and saw Hu Tian lying there. As a girl, Wang Wenfang was filled with love when she saw such a cute tiger. Ah! What a cute little tiger. Look, it's a little tiger, so cute. Junior sister, if you like it, we'll buy it. Qin Yongfei came over with a rich uncle look. This is the doorman of our shop, don't buy it. Yang Feng couldn't stand this kind of rich and arrogant face, and reminded them out loud. Oh. I don't know who you are. Qin Yongfei looked sideways and found that the person who was talking was the person lying on this strange chair. Me? I'm the shopkeeper of this shop. Yang Feng glanced at them. Chapter 55 What to do if you can't win. Call the parents. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What? Are you the shopkeeper of this shop? Chen Yongfei and the others were surprised. Looking at Yang Feng, they found that he had no spiritual power fluctuations and was immortal. However, can a mortal open a shop next to Huanyue demonic forest to sell this kind of elixir? Then are you selling rejuvenation pills and rejuvenation pills here? Chen Yongfei decided to ask Yang Feng. Yes. Chen Yongfei and the three of them looked at each other, their thoughts changing. Shopkeeper, do you sell the prescriptions for these elixirs? Chen Yongfei asked tentatively. Not for sale. Yang Feng glanced at them and thought to himself, hey, is there another one who buys and sells by force? Why should we pay a high price? Chen Yongfei asked. That's not for sale either. What if we want to buy it? Jing Xinzhou next to him said in an unkind tone. Oh, you mean you want to buy and sell by force? Yang Feng cursed. Some people who had not entered the secret realm of the trial were excited when they heard that someone wanted to buy or sell by force. They wanted to see which idiot dared to buy and sell by force in front of shopkeeper Yang. Come out sparsely to watch the fun. The three of them were shocked when they saw 7 or 8 people coming out of the store. However, it was discovered that among these 7 or 8 people, the highest cultivation level was the 6th level martial artist. Now they had nothing to fear. Chen Yongfei was at the middle level of martial arts. Even Wang Wenfang, the worst of the three, was at the first level of martial arts. Even these people together were not enough for her to warm up. We are from the Purple Pill Xian sect. We buy your pill recipe because we think highly of you. Don't be ungrateful. Jing Xinzhou said with a sneer. Yang Feng heard this tone and chuckled. Are you threatening? Huh, shopkeeper, you seem to have made a mistake. We don't mean to threaten you. We are discussing with you. If you don't know how to show appreciation, you can't help it. Chen Yongfei on the side disagreed. The melon-eating people watching the excitement said in their hearts, how arrogant, they think Zidong Xuanzong is so great, but they don't know how to praise him. Ouch, that big boss of Kanglan Tianzong over there was trying to show it to shopkeeper Yang just now. Where is the door? I want to know, why can't you help me? Yang Feng lay on the rocking chair and crossed his legs. The teasing was very obvious. Boy, don't be shameless. Jing Xinzhou said angrily. Shopkeeper, we are sincerely asking for the prescription. This kind of prescription is just a pearl in the dust for you. It will be different if it is given to our Zidong Xian sect. Our sect is one of the top 5 forces in the Tianchen Empire, and it is still an alchemy sect. There is a powerful alchemist in our sect. If it is handed over to us, we will let him flourish and let him truly reflect his value. Junior sister Wang Wenfang also came out to persuade her earnestly, but the meaning of her words was obvious. This kind of prescription is simply a disaster for you, but it will be different if you give it to us. You see, the power behind us is so powerful, please give us the thing quickly, only people like us deserve to have it. Oh, really? I don't believe it. Who is Yang Feng? He has read countless novels and watched more than 1,000 episodes of Conan. He has never seen any scenes. Don't always tell me about the forces behind it and intimidate me. Let me obediently hand over what you want. Don't use too many tricks like this. In this case, it's not up to you. Jing Xinzhou's eyes flashed fiercely. Who gave you the courage to threaten the shopkeeper? Is it Liang Jingru? Suddenly there was a voice from behind. The three of them were startled and turned around to look. At this time, Tiger Tian, who was lying on the ground, got up, stretched and shook his body. Of course, everything Yang Feng said accidentally about courage and Liang Jingru was written down by Hu Tian. Did it speak just now? Chen Yongfei and the others saw no one, only the little tiger stretching. Yes, it's your god. Hu Tian took tiger steps, walked past the three people, and came to Yang Feng. Shopkeeper, do you want to kill them? Oh my god, if you have to spare someone's mercy, please spare them, and they haven't done anything irreparable. This is called an attempt, and the crime will not lead to death. Although the crime may not lead to death, you still have to pay something. Don't always think that God is the boss and I am the second child, and you can do whatever you want just because you have the power behind you. Well, just leave half of your life. Yang Feng dug his ears and looked at the three of them with disgust. Ah! It can actually speak human words. It is at least a human-level monster. No wonder it dares to open a store here and is so confident. It's not easy to handle now, the three of them complained in their hearts, seeing Hu Tian walking towards them step by step. The three of them subconsciously took a few steps back. Zheng Xinzhou said with some horror. What do you want to do? We are disciples of the Purple Pill Xian sect, so what if you are a human-level monster? Our master is the elder of the Purple Pill Xian sect, an alchemy master, and a powerful martial king. What if you dare to do something to us? You will regret it. Oh, he's still threatening, I'll break this kid's limbs every day. Yang Feng deeply abhorred this kind of behavior that could not be beaten and called parents. Okay, shopkeeper, take a look, I'll do it beautifully for you. The tiger pounced every day, stretched out its paws, patted Zheng Xinzhou's limbs, and swept his body with its tail. Click. 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 Puff. 0.4 bone-breaking sounds were heard where the claws hit, and finally Hu Tian swept Zheng Xinzhou's chest with his tail. Although the force was not great, it was like a thunderbolt for Zheng Xinzhou. His body flew out like a kite with a broken string, spraying a long blood-red line in the air, and he fainted after landing. Junior brother. Senior brother. Bang. Bang. Ah! Before Chen Yongfei and Wang Wenfang ran over to see how Zheng Xinzhou was doing, they were hit by Hu Tiantian's claws and went to where Zheng Xinzhou landed. Chen Yongfei and Wang Wenfang were better off. They just spit out blood after landing, and did not faint like Zheng Xinzhou. The two climbed up with difficulty and came to Zheng Xinzhou's side. They looked at his condition. Fortunately, he was still alive, but he was seriously injured and fainted. They took out the healing pills on their bodies and fed them to Zheng Xinzhou, and then the two of them helped him up and staggered away. After being knocked away by Hu Tian, he never said a word or looked at this side. Shopkeeper Yang, are you just letting him go? Yang Feng said indifferently. I'm in a good mood today and don't want to care about it, just spare their lives, if they don't know what's good for them. Zhao Jingji and his wife were also watching from the side, but seeing that it was just a young man in the Wuling realm, they didn't come over. This Hu Tian can still be easily dealt with. It's impossible to let the dignified high-level Wu Huang take action as soon as something happens, unless Hu Tian is not there. Everyone saw that the good show was over and returned to the shop one after another. You said that the people of Zidon Xuanzong will come to cause trouble again, then there will be another good show to watch. Yes, I don't know what shopkeeper Yang will do at that time. Will he destroy Zidon Xuanzong? Why offend anyone else, but offend shopkeeper Yang, and even want to force shopkeeper Yang to buy and sell? Yes, shopkeeper Yang did not destroy them, which is the greatest mercy. Everyone drank the spiritual water while discussing what happened just now. After walking for a while, Chen Yongfei turned around and looked at Yuan Liuyuan's shop with a fierce and vicious look. This matter will not be let go like this, just wait and see. Chapter 56 Alibaba. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, cartloads of wood were transported from afar. The leader was the eldest elder of the Wei family, Wei Shi's grandfather. He trotted up to Zhao Jing and said respectfully. Old senior, the materials have been shipped here. Where do you want to build the house? Oh, very good, thank you for your hard work. Well, let's just stay here. Zhao Jingji pointed to the side of the vegetable garden and said. Well, okay, old-timer, we'll start building as soon as the materials arrive. This time, in order to build it for Zhao Jingji, all existing projects were stopped, and the best craftsmen in Tianfeng City were gathered together. With some people, there were hundreds of people, and most of the people inside are accomplished warriors, not ordinary people. wait until the materials and manpower are in place. The great elder gave an order, everyone, start the work. We must build a house for our great benefactor in Tianfeng City as quickly as possible. The quality of these craftsmen was very high, and the division of labor was clear. Some were responsible for measuring, some were responsible for transporting, and some were responsible for tamping the land. They started working in an orderly manner. Old seniors, let's try to put up the frame of this house tonight and finish the house before dark tomorrow so that seniors can live in it. The great elder assured Zhao Jingji. Then I'll help you all. Zhao Jingji was very pleased. The people in Tianfeng City are so lovely and unpretentious. Don't you dare. Everything we do for you is right. You are our biggest benefactor in Tianfeng City. The great elder was terrified. Yang Feng got up from the recliner. Oh, I can't lie here and bask in the sun these 2 days. The sound of ramming earth was a bit loud. Yang Feng entered the room and sat on the chair at the counter in a daze. After a while, Zhao Jingji and his wife also came into the shop and said to Yang Feng, "Shopkeeper Yang, today I have cultivated almost an acre of land. Half of it is planted with vegetables. Do you want to plant some fruit trees in the other half?" "Ah. Just keep that half and let me think about what to plant." Sigh, it would be great if the system could get some seeds of the legendary spiritual fruit and elixir. Time passed quickly, and it was the end of business day. Zhao Songming went back to Tianfeng City. After all, there were still people in the city to handle things, but Wei Xiaoting stayed behind and watched the progress of the project with the elder, Yang Feng. Tian, go ask Mr. Zhao and the others to come over for dinner later. After saying that, he walked into the kitchen. Okay, shopkeeper. Hu Tian walked out of the store with small steps. Yang Feng wanted to cook a barbecue for this meal. He put the barbecue stove and charcoal from the kitchen on the table, and took out the processed bear meat from the kitchen. Although this world is a world of martial arts, those with talent for cultivation spend most of their time practicing, while ordinary people without talent for cultivation are serving cultivators and struggling at the bottom of society. As long as these mortals have something to eat, there is no time to study how to make food taste delicious, for those practitioners. Studying these is simply a low-level matter, so the method of cooking food is very backward. Yang Feng made the charcoal fire, watched the charcoal fire burning brightly, and placed the processed bear meat skewers on the barbecue stove, turn the bear skewers over from time to time to see that the meat is a little firmer, and then brush it with oil. Yang Feng kept turning the bear meat skewers and smearing oil on the bear meat skewers from time to time. The bear meat skewers kept making a crackling sound. Xiaobai and Hu Tian stared at the bear meat skewers in Yang Feng's hands, and their laughter kept flowing down. Yang Feng saw this and said with a smile, "Can you two be promising? We haven't put in the seasoning yet, so you are like this. When the seasoning is put in, you still won't be able to fly." That the two tigers ignored Yang Feng at all, their eyes still fixed on the bear meat skewers on the barbecue. When Yang Feng saw that the heat was almost done, he sprinkled seasonings on the bear meat. It's easy. After a while, drops of golden hot oil seeped out, slowly sliding down the lines of the plump bear meat and dripping into the charcoal fire. Immediately afterwards, a strong fragrance wafted out, instantly filling the entire store and drifting out through the store door. It smells so good. It smells so good. What kind of delicious food is shopkeeper Yang cooking? Zhao Jingji and others who had just arrived at the door of the store smelled the fragrance wafting over. Gudong. Zhao Songming, Wei Xiaoting, and the eldest elder of the Wei family swallowed involuntarily. Fragrant, so fragrant. Zhao Songming and Wei Xiaoting couldn't forget the delicious food made by Yang Feng after they tasted it last time. This time I can finally taste shopkeeper Yang's craftsmanship again. Goo 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 goo. Waves of soft sounds came from everyone's abdomen. Although they tried their best to restrain themselves, the aroma of the food was so profound that it seemed to blend into their own souls with a slight movement of their noses. Hey, this is called barbecue. It will take a while. Don't worry. Yang Feng heard everyone. As time went by, the fat on the bear meat was gradually roasted out, and a rich fragrance floated in everyone's noses. Xiaobai and Tianchen now stood up with their paws on the barbecue grill. Xiaobai, Tianchen, please pay attention to your image and don't drool on the barbecue. Yang Feng reminded these two greedy tigers. Finally, under the eager anticipation of the 5 people and 2 monsters, the bear skewers were completely cooked. Place the grilled bear skewers on a large plate. Everyone couldn't wait to examine the roasted bear skewers one by one. The outside was burnt and shiny, and the inside was red in color. The hot steam came out along with the aroma. Anyone who saw it would salivate quickly. Everyone couldn't help but lick their tongues, regardless of the heat, opened their mouths and bit the meat and pulled it out. Cool. So cool. So cool. The mouth was full of boiling heat, full of happiness. The meat was washed by charcoal fire, and it was already full of fragrance. With the addition of seasonings, it became more flavorful, tender, crispy, fresh, salty, and spicy. The delicious barbecue taste went straight to the tip of the tongue. Once chewed, all the unhappiness was forgotten. After chewing again, people seemed to float in the sky. Xiaobai and Tianchen had different ways of eating. They opened and swallowed with big mouthfuls, just like huskies eating dog food. Yang Feng also picked up a bunch of roasted bear meat and ate it. Looking at everyone's intoxicated expressions, he was very satisfied. After eating a bunch, he roasted it for everyone. Humming quietly. Alibaba is a happy young man, that just as everyone was happily eating the grilled bear meat, the shrunken stone tablet on the counter changed. After a burst of white light, Chen floated out from inside and hovered beside the counter. He made no sound, nor did he intend to make any sound. He just looked at everyone quietly. Yang Feng was eating grilled meat skewers and humming a song. He accidentally saw Chen floating there. Fuck. Mr. Chen, when did you come out? Why didn't you make any sound? Don't you know that scaring people can kill them? Chapter 57 New Clerk. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ah. What is this? That everyone looked in the direction of Yang Feng's eyes, and there was an old man floating there. His body was a little transparent. This is conscious body. The knowledgeable Zhao Jingji revealed his identity. Chen looked at Yang Feng with gratitude. Hello, shopkeeper, thank you for the elixir, which allowed me to recover 30% of my soul power. Oh, conscious body. Is my current situation called a conscious body? In my time, it was called a soul body. Chen sighed a little. 100,000 years is too far away. Ah. What is a consciousness body? Zhao Songming and others raised the question in their hearts. To put it simply, some powerful practitioners not only have a strong realm, but also a strong consciousness. They can rely on their strong consciousness to exist for a period of time after losing their physical bodies. They will not really die until the energy of the consciousness body is exhausted. According to the records in the classics, only the magic beasts that surpassed the heavenly realm and the human practitioners who surpassed the martial emperor have consciousness out of the body. Xiaobai stared at Chen illusory body and said faintly. What, surpassing Emperor Wu? Zhao Songming and his companions were stunned. Yes, at least he was once. Zhao Jingji affirmed. Ding, the soul of Chen is detected to be willing to follow the host, and the clerk function is enabled. The system sounded, and Yang Feng entered the system to check the properties. Shopkeeper, Yang Feng. Realm, Martial Master Level 7, Invincible Field 1000 meters. Shop Level, True Level. Secret Realm, 1. Points, 70, exchangeable for shop supplies. Spiritual Essence, 990, exchangeable for shopkeeper exclusive items. Number of draws, 3 times. Magic Pet, 1+. Clerk, 0+. Task, Main Quest, Become Famous in Tianzhu Mansion. Side 1, Successfully Handle 500 Members 423/500. Side Quest 2, Visit Qingxiu Martial Arts Association 0-1. This should be the same as the function of adding magic pets. System, how many magic pets and clerks can I add now? Host, now with your realm and store size, you can only add one magic pet and one clerk. Okay, one by one. Yang Feng said a little frustrated. Yang Feng didn't think much about giving this clerk quota to Chen Lin, because he brought the function, and it would be wrong not to give it to him. Chen Lin suddenly felt a will descending on him, making him a part of Yang Feng's store. Facing this will, he had no ability to resist. Chen Lin, who had originally planned to follow Yang Feng, obeyed this will without thinking too much. Ding, congratulations to the host for completing the hidden task, adding clerks, the reward has been issued. Hey, there is an unexpected surprise. Yang Feng was a little excited. This bird system is still powerful. After entering the system and checking the items, Yang Feng started to flatter the system. System brother, my admiration for you is like a torrent of water, endless. You are handsome, elegant, wise, brave, wise, intelligent, handsome, and omnipotent. System, if the system could complain, it would definitely curse Yang Feng in its heart for being shameless. He called her little sweetie in order to get the benefits he wanted, and called her Mrs. Nyo if he didn't get what he wanted. He is simply a shameless person. Let me introduce you to everyone. This is Chen Lin, a clerk in the store. You can just call him Old Chen. Yang Feng briefly introduced everyone. Hello, Old Chen. Everyone quickly stood up to greet the boss. This is a super, huge boss. An existence that surpasses the martial emperor, or once surpassed the martial emperor. He is so awesome. Don't be polite, everyone. Those things in the past were just passing clouds. Now I am a small clerk in this store. Boss, what is your realm? Hu Tian wiped his greasy mouth with his paw. Chen Lin looked at Hu Tiantian's face full of grease and seasoning and laughed. Huh, your name is Tian, right? I used to be a martial god. After losing my body, in order to survive, my strength realm also went with it. My soul was almost exhausted. Fortunately, Manager Yang helped me. Now I have recovered my soul power to the martial honor realm. Ah! Martial god. Everyone was stunned, completely shocked. Yang Feng put the kebab in his hand on the plate, grabbed another handful and continued to grill it on the grill. Eat it quickly, it won't taste good if it gets cold, and don't make such a fuss. Yang Feng looked at everyone with their mouths wide open and eyes wide open. The meat in their mouths was about to fall off. He couldn't bear to look at it, so he spoke out to wake them up. Everyone quickly swallowed the roasted bear meat in their mouths, and then picked up the cup to drink a cup of spiritual water to calm down. Old Chen, why has the inheritance above the martial emperor disappeared now? According to the records in the classics, since there was a great war in ancient times, no one has ever broken through the realm above the martial emperor. Zhao Jingji raised a question that he was most concerned about. Some of our Warcraft inheritances have records about the realm above the heaven realm, but like humans, we cannot break through the current heaven realm. What is the realm above the heaven realm martial emperor? Although there are one or two sentences in the classics, there is no detailed record. Xiaobai also echoed, although everyone's eyes were looking at Chen Lin, their mouths were not idle, and strings of roasted bear meat went into their stomachs. It's mainly because of the lack of resources. When those resources are missing, the spiritual energy will also decrease. Breaking through the realms above the martial emperor and the heaven realm requires a huge amount of pure spiritual power. With the disappearance of these spiritual powers, it is naturally impossible to break through. Above the martial emperor are the martial lord, martial saint, martial god, and super god. Above the heaven realm are the transformation realm, holy beast, divine beast, and super divine beast. Human practitioners can have their souls leave their bodies when they reach the martial lord realm, and when the magic beast reaches the transformation realm, it can transform into a human form. Chen Lin patiently explained his doubts. Yang Feng watched them chatting enthusiastically. While grilling for them, he entered the system storage bar and looked at the details of the reward items for the hidden tasks. there were 3 more system reward items on the item bar. The first one was the invincible card that Yang Feng cared about the most. With this invincible card, Yang Feng no longer worried about the safety of going to the Heavenly Palace to complete the task. The second one was a new item, a store item called a lottery machine. The details would be clear after it was taken out, but you could roughly know what it was by hearing the name. The third one is the exclusive item, Qingfeng Sword Technique, ordinary created by the sword Saint Qingfeng Jinren. There are 7 styles in total: clear sound and melody, turbid path and clear way, source and clean flow, absolute customs, alone and clear, stirring up turbidity and promoting clearness, and gentle breeze. With this sword technique, his other item sword power will be useful. Yang Feng was eating skewers and grilling, and finally his belly was full. Yang Feng planned to have the opportunity to train a chef in the future, and he also wanted to be a shopkeeper who could do whatever he wanted. This dinner also came to an end. Chapter 58 Lottery Machine. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Boss, this is the one that can enter the trial's secret realm. Hu Tian introduced the things in the store to Chen Lin very attentively. How can I enter this? Chen Lin was also very curious. After Yang Feng asked the system, he knew that he and Xiaobai were both part of the store, and the method of entering the trial's secret realm was the same, and the benefits were the same as Xiaobai. Chen Lin had no body, and he could enter the trial's secret realm by just placing his soul body at the sensing point. After Yang Feng told him some basic information about the method of entering the trial's secret realm and the usage time, Chen Lin couldn't wait to enter the trial's secret realm. After Chen Lin entered the trial's secret realm, Xiaobai, Hu Tian and Yang Feng greeted each other and entered immediately. After Yang Feng saw that they all entered the trial's secret realm, he took out the lottery machine from the system. Yang Feng took out the lottery machine and put it next to the wall. This lottery machine was similar to the large slot machine that Yang Feng had played before, and they had the same appearance. There is a coin slot in the upper right corner of the lottery machine, and there is a membership card swiping area below the coin slot. This system is really thoughtful. The content displayed in this lottery machine is completely different from that in the slot machine. There is a large turntable in the lottery machine, and there is a pointer in the middle of the turntable. As long as you press the start button, the pointer of the turntable will rotate. Where the pointer stops will get a corresponding reward, but it may not be a reward, maybe it will be. Thank you for your patronage. Yang Feng looked at the information on the turntable. There are a full 100 grids in the turntable, and these 100 grids are divided into 3 colors. The most are white grids, and the grids show thank you for your patronage, occupying 70 grids. The second most common grid color is gray, with lucky prize written on it, occupying 10 grids. After asking the system what the lucky prize is, Yang Feng was shocked. It is worthy of being a system product, and there is no ordinary product. The number of blue grids and gray grids is the same, and they also occupy 10, and the grids show come again. The third most common color of the grid is red, and the prizes are written on it. It occupies 8 of them. Yang Feng looked at these 8 prizes and thought to himself, no wonder the system is so crazy. Only these 8 out of the 100 grids are considered to be prizes of weight. These 8 prizes are, Breaking Realm Pill, Blood Drinking Mad Knife, 18 Palms of Dragon Subduing, Shadow Phantom Step, Sword Drawing Technique, 5 Colored Glazed Butterfly, and Soul Gathering Jade Pendant. The last color is gold, which is also the rarest. There are only 2 grids, one at the top and one at the bottom. The grid at the top says Mysterious Grand Prize, and the grid at the bottom says Mysterious Small Prize. After Yang Feng asked about the prizes of this Mysterious Grand Prize and Mysterious Small Prize, Yang Feng was also amazed. Sure enough, the prizes in the 2% probability are different. To describe it in 2 words, it is, awesome. Gray, blue, and red boxes are scattered in the white grid. It seems that the winning rate will be very good. Although it is not as crazy as the goose, it is also very low. The lottery machine is 1 gold coin per time, and one person can only draw 10 times a day. Yang Feng took out the Qingfeng sword technique from the storage column. It was a jade slip. Yang Feng put his consciousness into the jade slip. The information and moves of the Qingfeng sword technique were all printed in Yang Feng's mind, just like Yang Feng originally knew this sword technique. and he directly reached the sword technique. Yang Feng took out the sword force, which was also a jade slip. After using it, Yang Feng had a comprehensive understanding of the use of the sword and the role of momentum. Now, as long as Yang Feng faces a cultivator whose realm is not too different, Yang Feng can suppress the opponent with sword force, and he will be suppressed by Yang Feng in terms of momentum. If the opponent is also a cultivator who uses a sword, then the opponent will be directly destroyed by Yang Feng's sword force, so as to achieve victory without fighting. After doing all this, Yang Feng entered the trial's secret realm. Now he was very confident in defeating the Silver Hammer Dwarf. Looking at the Silver Hammer Dwarf on the opposite side, Yang Feng sneered, "Little dwarf, this time I will beat you to death, and I will lose." He drew a long sword from the armory and silently started. Yang Feng rushed forward, and the Silver Hammer Dwarf also rushed towards Yang Feng. Yang Feng stabbed the Silver Hammer Dwarf with a sword. The Silver Hammer Dwarf blocked the tip of the sword, stabbing at him with the hammer in his left hand, and swung the hammer in his right hand towards Yang Feng. Yang Feng turned his body to avoid it, turned around and slashed the Silver Hammer Dwarf's neck with a sword. The Silver Hammer Dwarf blocked Yang Feng's sword with the hammer in his right hand. Just as he wanted to counterattack, Yang Feng appeared on his other side. Yang Feng followed his heart and went to the other side of the Silver Hammer Dwarf. The sword stabbed the dwarf's heart from top to bottom. The Silver Hammer Dwarf put his hammer in front of his chest, blocking the sword that Yang Feng was stabbing at his chest. However, the force of Yang Feng's sword was very strong. Although he blocked the sword, he also stepped back several steps. Yang Feng took this opportunity to move forward. Swish! 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 One sword was faster than another, and at this time the Silver Hammer Dwarf could only parry, but not counterattack. Yang Feng took advantage of the situation and attacked the Silver Hammer Dwarf in all directions, not only with his sword, but also with all parts of his body. Finally, after half an incense stick, the dwarf was pierced through the heart by Yang Feng's sword and fell to the ground. Yang Feng finally defeated this tough opponent. However, Yang Feng did not continue to fight the next Golden Hammer Dwarf, but instead fought against the Silver Hammer Dwarf again. They both said that they would shit him out today. For Yang Feng, who had always wanted to be a good young man, he could not violate it. The promise you made to yourself, he spits at you and nails you at the same time, saying that he will beat the shit out of you, so he must beat the shit out of you, otherwise he will break the promise he made. By the way, what are the 5 good young people referring to? For Yang Feng, it is certainly not about studying well, thinking well, working well, having good discipline, and having a good style. It's about eating well, playing well, sleeping well, living well, and speaking well. This is the standard for the new 5 good youths. Reader, but what does this have to do with beating the shit out of the Silver Hammer Dwarves? Yang Feng, of course it doesn't matter. I don't know how long it took, but it was impossible to beat the Silver Hammer Dwarf to shit, so Yang Feng let him go in a waning mood. Yang Feng continued to move forward and chose to fight against the Golden Hammer Dwarf. Fuck. Seeing the scene in front of him, Yang Feng couldn't help but said that he was uneducated and could only say, "Fuck, I'm blind." The Golden Hammer Dwarf in front of him was so shocked that the golden light was shining. Not only the big hammer was shining with golden light, but the whole body is also shining with golden light. It really blinded Yang Feng's titanium alloy dog eyes. Reader, oh, what dog? Author, of course I am single. Yang Feng, damn it. The big hammer of the Golden Hammer Dwarf has the same shape as the iron hammer of the Silver Hammer Dwarf, but it is slightly larger. It seems that the speed of this Golden Hammer Dwarf is not much different from that of the Silver Hammer Dwarf, and his strength may be a little stronger than him. How strong is this Golden Hammer Dwarf? Yang Feng decided to give it a try first. Yang Feng thought silently and started to charge forward with his sword, fighting with the Golden Hammer Dwarf. The speed of the Golden Hammer Dwarf was obviously faster than that of the Silver Hammer. Before Yang Feng could reach him, a hammer had already been swung from top to bottom. Yang Feng paused and stepped back on his toes to avoid the big golden hammer, but this retreat caused something unexpected for Yang Feng to happen. Chapter 59 Golden Hammer Dwarf. You are listening at novelfull.audio. What Yang Feng didn't expect was that he dodged the hammer swung by the Golden Hammer Dwarf, but what followed was a ray of light that struck Yang Feng from the hammer. This light came too fast. Yang Feng, who was in the air, used his sword sweep over to block this light. Puff! Yang Feng, who was in the air and had nowhere to rely on, was knocked away by the light, and the sword in his hand was also knocked away, but it's not over yet. Jing Chun came into a ghostly life, bullied herself, and came to Yang Feng's side in an instant. Before Yang Feng could hit the ground, he returned to the resurrection point with a hammer. Fuck! Martial arts. Yang Feng never expected that this golden hammer dwarf could unleash martial arts. This golden hammer dwarf is not only more powerful and faster than the silver hammer dwarf, but he can also perform martial arts. If this golden hammer dwarf can use martial arts, can I also use it? Fortunately, the system gave Qing Feng's sword technique as a reward this time. Otherwise, we would have to wait for the main mission to be completed before we could have enough spiritual energy to purchase Qing Feng's sword technique in the mall. Yang Feng entered the battle mode again and came to the arena. Yang Feng drew out his long sword and began to chant silently. Qing Feng swordsmanship Qing Yin Yuyun. Yang Feng used the first move of the Qing Feng sword technique. After the sword power was fully achieved, the power of the sword technique also increased exponentially. Yang Feng was surrounded by sword energy, and he was very powerful, but the golden hammer dwarf was not called for nothing, and his hammering technique was also very powerful. The turbid path is clear, the source is clear and the flow is clean. After Yang Feng used 2 sword moves in succession, he found that he had very little spiritual power left. Yang Feng now understands that although martial arts moves can be used, the aura of martial arts cannot be used indefinitely like physical strength. At this level, facing the golden hammer dwarf, if you don't use martial arts, you won't be his opponent at all. So unlimited physical strength seems useless here. However, now that you can use martial arts, it will become more practical according to your own spiritual power. In the end, Yang Feng was defeated by the golden hammer dwarf due to insufficient spiritual power. The problem Yang Feng faces now is how to increase his spiritual power. Kung Fu. Yang Feng thought of practicing the exercises. There seemed to be a practice book in the mall. Yang Feng entered the system mall to check it and sighed, forget it, let's go to bed. Jiu Xiaozhenjing, Mortal. The mental method created by Jiu Xiaozhenren has 9 levels in total. After the cultivation is completed, it can ascend during the day and be sold for spiritual yuan. Yang Feng ignored Chen Lin, Xiaobai, and Hu Tian who were still fighting in the secret trial realm, and went directly upstairs to sleep, because continuing to fight against the golden hammer dwarves will have no effect at all, because it has nothing to do with skills. In the face of absolute strength, any technique is useless. Only if your own spiritual power is sufficient, you can consume it with this golden hammer dwarf, unless you defeat the opponent with absolute strength. Otherwise, when your spiritual power is exhausted, no matter how powerful your skills are, he will suppress you with force. Ding, the system has completed the main task and the rewards have been distributed. Ding, the system has released the main mission, become famous in the Heavenly Lord's mansion, reward 3,000 points, 3,000 spirit yuan, and unlock the magic pet function. Not long after Yang Feng fell asleep, the system's voice sounded in his head, and he was already asleep, and he didn't know it. What's going on? Why did you suddenly complete the main mission? It turns out that what Yang Feng said to the people who went to the Tianzhu mansion to participate in the Qingxiu martial arts qualifiers today was spread by someone who was interested. Those who know the store are also spreading information about the elixirs, weapons, and trial secrets in the store in Tianfeng City. I believe there will be many new faces coming tomorrow. As soon as the sky got slightly brighter, several people appeared in the mist-shrouded Tianbo Lake, walking towards Yuan store. The person walking on the left said to the person in the middle, Yao Sheng, I haven't seen you for a few days. I thought you had an accident. I didn't expect you to go to the store by chance. This store really has something so evil. The man glanced at the person in the middle with some reproach. Dulé, can I still lie to you? Look, the Wind City is going crazy today. I was indeed not here some time ago, but in the Phantom Moon Forest. Everything in that shop is good, but it's a waste of money, Yao Xing said with a bitter smile. Dulé said suspiciously. It's not that I don't believe it, but it's just incredible. By the way, Xiaobai. Yao Xing looked at the man on his right and smiled. How is your injury? By the way, Yao Xing, didn't you say that there is an elixir in the store that can instantly restore injuries? Maybe Xiaobai's injury can be completely healed this time. Dulé asked extremely curiously. Also, what are you doing? Why did you ask us to come so early? The store shouldn't be open at this time, right? Xiaobai also looked over, obviously equally puzzled. Hey, Xiaobai, it's not just the elixir that can cure your injury. Yao Xing said enigmatically, when we get to the place, you will know why we came so early. After half a stick of incense, the three of them came to the shop where Yuan went. Dulé and Xiaobai glanced at Yao Xing, who looked proud, and then looked at each other, both seeing the surprise in each other's eyes. This is too exaggerated. Dulé took a look and saw that people were already queuing up at the door of the store. There were quite a few people. Look, isn't that Chen Liuzhong, the head of the Chen family? And that's Ma Ziyuan. Xiaobai was shocked to see the prominent people from Tianfeng city queuing up so early these days. That's from the Dao sect. Isn't that Elder Wu Tao from Shueiyue sect? Why is he among them? The one behind him should be a disciple of Shueiyue sect. The two of them were getting more and more surprised. Hey, Yao Xing, you came so early today. Dulé, Xiaobai, are you two coming too? Come here and line up. When the three of them walked to the back of the line, the last person was someone they knew. Hey, Jiang Wenxuan, I didn't expect you to be so early. Yao Xing responded with a smile. Not long after, another group of people came behind. Dulé and Xiaobai were even more shocked. Old City Master and Wei Family Master, they. Jiang Wenxuan was a little surprised and said, don't you know? The City Lord's mansion and the Wei family have built new houses there for the convenience of coming to this store. You see, there is it, and here, a big shot lives here. Jiang Wenxuan pointed to the newly built courtyard for Zhao Jingji. Ah! We know that the City Lord's mansion and the Wei family are building houses here, but we don't know why they built them. By the way, you said it was a big shot. Which big shot is it? Dulé and Xiaobai became curious. Hey, you'll know when the time comes. Jiang Wenxuan and Yao Xing looked at each other and said in unison. Yang Feng opened his eyes drowsily, stretched, got up and got out of bed. After washing, Yang Feng walked to the stairs. Xiaobai, who was in the pet house, also got up and stretched before going downstairs with Yang Feng. Hu Tian was lying on the counter, and Chen Lin floated out of the stone tablet. When Hu Tian saw Yang Feng and Xiaobai coming down, he immediately came over to greet them with hello, shopkeeper, good morning, clan leader. Good morning, shopkeeper. Chen Lin also floated over to say hello. Yang Feng simply made some breakfast. After eating, he briefly talked with Chen Lin about how to apply for a membership card, and then wrote the lottery machine information on a bulletin board. Xiaobai, Hu Tian, and Chen Lin were also amazed after learning about the function of this lottery machine. After doing everything, Yang Feng opened the store door and officially started the day's business. Chapter 60. Yes, you heard it right, only one gold coin. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When Yang Feng saw that there were already two long lines lined up at the door, he couldn't help but be startled. He placed the bulletin board at the door and said strangely, Hey, there are so many people today. Are you all so early? Hey, shopkeeper Yang, are there any new items today? The first few in line said, lottery machine, wow. Breaking the realm pill, blood-drinking crazy sword, 18 dragon subduing palms, phantom void step, sword drawing technique, 5-color glazed butterfly, and soul-gathering jade pendant. These names sound so awesome. I must get it. Yes, there is also a big and mysterious prize. I can't wait. That everyone was talking about it. Shopkeeper Yang, can you tell us what these awesome-sounding things do? Looking at everyone's expectant eyes, Yang Feng talked about the information he got from the system. Breaking Realm Pill, as the name suggests, is a pill that can break through a large realm, whether you are at the 9th level of martial artist, 9th level of martial spirit, 9th level of martial sect, or 9th level of martial king and martial emperor, whether you are at the 9th level today or last year 9th level, as long as you are at the 9th level, you can immediately break through to the next level after taking this realm-breaking pill. Of course, it is effective for warriors below the martial emperor, that when Yang Feng said this, everyone was stunned, looking at Yang Feng stupidly. The blood-drinking sword is a sword that can emit 30 meters of sword energy. As long as you are a warrior, you can use the blood-drinking sword to emit 30 meters of sword energy, 30 meters long sword energy. As long as he is a warrior, I must draw a blood-drinking sword that can unleash 30 meters of sword energy. Everyone already had in their minds how powerful they were wielding the 30-meter-long sword. Yang Feng looked at everyone and continued, the 18 dragon subduing palms were created by a supreme powerhouse. There are 18 palms in total. If practiced, they can subdue dragons. When Yang Feng finished speaking, everyone's mouths were so wide that they could stuff goose eggs. After using the phantom shadow step, multiple phantoms can be transformed, so that the opponent does not know where the real body is. The art of drawing swords, only one sword is drawn, and one sword can cut off life and death. The 5-color glazed butterfly can become its demon pet on its own. This butterfly can cast illusions, and the life and death of those caught in the illusions will be determined by others' thoughts. After hearing this, everyone could only stare blankly ahead, because they were numb from shock. As for the soul-gathering jade pendant, Yang Feng paused. After watching everyone's eyes focus on him again, he said, as long as you wear this spirit-gathering jade pendant, spiritual energy from all directions will gather in. Even if you are sleeping, it is the same as practicing. Speed up your practice. This is the effect of the spirit-gathering jade pendant. Oh my God, this soul-gathering jade pendant is so awesome. Wearing it means you are cultivating. What is the concept of this? It means that while others are cultivating hard, you are sleeping. After a while, your level has not dropped, but is higher than the other person's. If you say it's irritating, I'll ask you if it's irritating. Do you want to become a peerless strongman? If so, here. Yang Feng paused. You don't need 100,000 gold coins, you don't need 10,000 gold coins, and you don't need 1,000 gold coins. Let me tell you, you only need 1 gold coin, to get such an item. You heard me right, as long as 1 gold coin, no matter whoever you are, no matter what your talent is, with just 1 gold coin, you can become a strong person. Yang Feng shouted hysterically. With just 1 gold coin, it is possible to obtain this item and become an extremely powerful person. Anyone can do it, regardless of talent. Is this true? But an opportunity to become a peerless strongman in an instant seemed to be within reach, and their breathing could not help but become heavier. Yang Feng walked into the store and sat on an armchair in the rest area. He left the matter of applying for the membership card to Mr. Chen. After all, I am also a shopkeeper with a clerk, so I can't let myself do everything. This old man, are you a clerk in the store? Those who just came in noticed Chen Lin's presence and asked curiously. Yes, I am the clerk of this store. If you have anything you don't understand in the future, you can ask me. Excuse me, what do you call me? I'm Chen Lin. We will call you Mr. Chen from now on. In the store, Wu Tao, Chen Liuzhong, and Ma Ziyuan called the people they brought to the secret trial realm, while they stayed at the lottery machine. At this time, Zhao Songming, Wei Xiaoting and others also lined up and walked into the store and stopped in front of the lottery machine. At this time, there were 2 rows on the left and right in front of the lottery machine, waiting for the prizes in front to be drawn. Wei Cheng was the first in line today. Last night, Wei Xiaoting sent him to supervise the work at the construction site to ensure that Mr. Zhao's house could be built according to schedule. When it was still dark, someone came to change the shift. Instead of going back to rest, he wanted to play. After entering the secret trial realm, go back and rest, he knew that when shopkeeper Yang opened the door tomorrow, there would be many people queuing up, and he didn't know when it would be his turn. So he decided to start queuing now and go back to rest after playing the trial Secret Realm. In Wei Cheng's limited memory, he certainly knows how cruel this world is. Fly into the sky and escape from the earth, move mountains and seas. How wonderful it sounds. How many people can become extremely powerful and stand at the top? Most people are like waves in the sea, lost in the rolling world without making any waves. Although there is only one step between a martial artist and a martial spirit, it is at least 1 in 100. Apart from anything else, just breaking through this shackle can increase lifespan by nearly 100 years, which shows how difficult this step is. Looking at the picture in the lottery machine, Wei Cheng's thoughts turned over and over. The things that broke his shackles were in it. As long as he was lucky enough to draw those items. Thank you for your patronage. 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 Wei Cheng. After saying thank you for your patronage for 9 times in a row, Wei Cheng's mentality was a little broken. Looking at the turntable turning continuously, Wei Cheng couldn't help but twitch his mouth. He didn't even get a chance to come again or a lucky prize. This is the last chance today. If he doesn't win again, he will go to the trial Secret Realm. Come again. Wei Cheng's eyes lit up, and it was finally not thank you for your patronage. There is one last time. Press the start button hard. The pointer turned quickly and slowly stopped on a white grid. Alas, goodbye my dream of becoming a god, goodbye lottery machine, I'll come again tomorrow. Wei Cheng sighed, shook his head and walked out of the team. Wei Cheng, did you win the prize? Wei Xiaoting asked about the situation when he saw Wei Cheng coming out. Ah! The head of the family didn't win. This is very difficult. Wei Cheng was a little frustrated. It's okay, I didn't win today, I'll come again tomorrow. Wei Xiaoting comforted Wei Cheng with an expression of I'm optimistic about you.